What a great Sunday. What a great Sunday. How are you, everyone? Welcome to this edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Let's Talk Houston Rockets. My goodness, the Rockets just BTA the Phoenix Suns. BTA, if you don't know what that is, I'll say it momentarily. They took the BTA to the Suns. Just BTA. Final score 148, 109. Phoenix's defense is just a rumor. It's a bad rumor. It's a myth. It doesn't exist. It Rockets now 49-26. The Suns are 35-40. Rockets shot 57% from the floor, making 56 of 98 field goal attempts, including 18 for 31 from three, 18 for 25 from free throw line, 37 assists out of those 15 buckets. It was a butt whooping, a true butt whooping. BTA belt to ass, butt whooping. T.I., salute to you. You part of the second show on the Roundball Review YouTube channel. Salute, appreciate that. It was such a rout that Cam Whitmore got minutes. J-Mon, how you doing? Cam Whitmore got minutes and he scored. Not surprised there. I mean, that's what he does, other than complain about why am I not playing. But Cam, 13 points in that fourth quarter in extended playing time for all of the others, the non-starters. But Mr. Green, Mr. Jalen Green, after he took a bad fall and scared some Rocket fans after Amen Thompson's scary fall, after Amen rolled his ankle, the bad one. Jalen Green, 33 points, efficient, 9 for 17 from the floor, 4 for 5 from three, 11 for 13 from the line, 2 boards, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a partridge in a pear tree for him. BTA. H-Town's finest, how are you doing? It's a great day. It is a great day to be a Houston basketball fan or a Houston Cougar alum, which I am a UH alum, a proud University of Houston graduate class of 1994. WK, how are you doing? Rockets, 149. Loss. Suns, 109. Man, Memphis fired their head coach 9 games ago. Why is Bud still a coach? Why is Bud still coaching the Suns? Their defense is awful. Their defense, they don't give a damn on defense. It's just nothing. They do nothing defensively. Don't communicate. They're lost. They're not on the same page on defense. That is an embarrassment of an NBA franchise on the floor. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing. And make matters worse, let me post up the Suns' number here. Look at this number. The last of the statement, 19 turnovers for 34 Rockets points. 34 points off 19 turnovers. I'm not sure when I saw that before, last time I seen that. Look at this. 32-8 in fast break points. 32-8 in fast break points. I know someone, I have a contact in the Suns organization. I got to give that person a call tomorrow or tonight. Like, what the hell was that? That was garbage. Just pure garbage. Mr. Big Texco, salute to you. Doing double duty, supporting the Houston Roundball Review. Part of the Let's Rage Coup show earlier this evening and now part of the Rockets Talk tonight. Dylan Brooks got tossed for saying probably the magic word to that ref. Got tossed after Dylan and KD before KD got hurt. This got worse for the Suns. Just crappy defense, injuries, disinterest. Dylan got ejected with 4:28 left in the second quarter, and Rockets said, nope, no problem. Just took off. Man, oh man. H-Town's finest. Do I think they have a chance against Duke? Hell yeah. The Cougs going to win Saturday. They're going to surprise a lot of folks, apparently. That's fine. Yeah, Cougs going to win Saturday. Going to find a way, muck it up, slow it down. They're going to win Saturday. Oh, Samuel Holdsworth. Love that name. Samuel Holdsworth. Listening to the show on a bus in the Philippines. How about that? Excellent. 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 Appreciate that. Sam is from the UK. Houston Roundball review. Global. Phoenix is not even mediocre. Tonight's defense was embarrassing. The crowd booed. We're booing them in the second quarter. And it deserved to be booed. They deserved to be booed. That effort was, the passes were just careless. Just tossing the ball. It was like, here, Rockets, you want it? We don't want it. Oh, man, this is awful. This is trash. It was unprofessional basketball. Rockets, to their credit, said, thank you very much. Take this BTA. That's what this did, man. And more last few weeks, Devin Booker, he might be gone too. I mean, he says he wants to be in Phoenix. He wants to stay a Sun. I don't know if the feelings are mutual because there's something wrong there. There is. But WK, the owner is rich. The owner is wealthy. He's a billionaire, 4 or 5 times over. He can afford to pay Bud, too. He shouldn't have fired Vogel. I mean, but based on what they're doing this year, Greenhouse Church, in church. My only issue is, thank you for commenting. Appreciate you joining the show and the discussion. Only issue is the main rotation guys play a little too long. Need to stay injury free. Injuries are part of basketball. It's a fluke. I mean, freak things happen. A man landed on Booker's foot, rolled his ankle again. I mean, that's not a question of minutes. It's just basketball. It happens. And tonight, the starters only played 27 minutes. I mean, I think that's great. Limiting the minutes. They sat in the third quarter. I mean, it was a rout. Game was over. Yes, the Suns are in crisis. They are a mess. A mess. And some guy named Andre, after tonight, Rockets should be cool on both Durant and Booker. Hopefully. Tillman sees things that way. T.I. says Suns looking like Arizona State. That's an insult to Arizona State. Man. And they had won some games recently. And then, like, reality set in. Yeah, no, you guys are not very good. No. And then tonight was just a culmination of everything going wrong. Just bad. It was awful basketball. D Skills joining the Rockets discussion. He was too busy to join the Let's Rage Cougs discussion. Did not see his name chime up in the conversation earlier today, but that's all right, brother. Good to hear from you. Ace Town Finest said the same thing about being cool on Durant and Booker. I didn't like the hiring myself. While Phoenix hired Bud, they could have got somebody better. But that's their problem. That's their mess. I need somebody to pay me, $4 or $5 million and not be the right coach for the job. Hey. Rockets maintain their 2-game lead over Denver. Lakers Monday night. They're 3.5 up on the Lakers. Rockets, 7 games to go. Rockets got a great shot to finish second in the West. Man, who'd have thought that? I know I didn't. Salute, man. Who would have thought that? Second in the West. Man. WK, Matt Ishby is a different kind of dude. Okay, he's a proud dude, and he does not believe he's done anything wrong. But he has eyes. And if he saw no other game this season but tonight's performance, he has to see there is a problem with this team, his players, his coaches. They don't get along. And if he opts to keep Bud around and whatever, that's on him. Pieces don't fit. That's their problem. I mean, that's just leave that. That's their problem. He's a stubborn man. He's got an ego and all those things. But at some point, you got to realize this crap ain't. This is crap. Got to fix this. Ahmed, how you doing? Thank you for chiming in as well. Nice to hear from you. Ahmed says, begin to think not making any trade, not about any trade, and save money for our youngsters. Something minor. I don't see a major trade. I don't see a point in making a major trade. Stick with the core. At the core, youngsters grow together. Complicated. Thank you. Doing double duty on the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. He was part of the conversation on Let's Rage Cougs a few hours ago. Appreciate you joining the Rockets discussion. Would I take a Cougs championship or a Pistons championship? Cougs championship. Stone's got 2 titles. Cougs don't have one. Got to get that first one. Got to get that first one. I've been a Coug fan longer than I've been a Pistons fan. About 3 or 4 years longer. Am I right? 83, 82 to 86, yeah. Solo's saying it right here. This team is special. The Coug team is special. Been saying that all year too. The chosen one, how are you doing? Touched on it briefly. There's just got to be more to it than firing Jenkins 9 games left in the regular season. And now they lost 2 in a row. They're a mess. They should have fired him last summer. If you had problems, you made him get rid of his entire coaching staff, but you come back. What the hell is that? Yeah, get rid of your staff. You can come back. That's their problem too. It is nice to see mess with other franchises rather than your favorite franchise or the franchise I cover here in town. All this turmoil and nonsense going on in Phoenix and in Memphis. Let them figure it out. I wonder. I'm not gonna put my brother's name out blast on that. But I wonder when Jenkins' firing was announced, I thought something else was up. Something. Slept with his wife, slept with a player's wife, girlfriend, something. But fired a man 9 games left in the regular season. Y'all are in the thick of the playoff race. And GM said, no, it's my call. He's got to go. Okay. You own it. You own it. He said he's owning it. All right. Ace Thomas Finance asked, do I think Memphis would trade Triple J to us? No. I think they might build around him. They might trade Ja. Ja might force a trade and have a lot of leverage, but he still might ask for a trade, if nothing else. What would it take to get him? Tari and Jabari? Draymond. You'd rather have Aldama for who? Let me ask that. For who? It definitely wouldn't require much in return, but who you have in mind for Santi Aldama? Solo thinks Ja got him fired. I don't think so. Ja was kind of in Jenkins' corner, But GM said, could be just GM speak. GM said he did not talk to any players about his decision. This is his call only. Own it and keep on moving, fall on that sword. WK. Tillman was humbled after the Westbrook trade and let the front office do their job. Nets had their moment of humility. Owner humility, trying to buy a super team. Matt Ishbia is not having his humble pie. Hope he eats it and learns from it. He keeps saying he doesn't care about how much money he spends and getting into the luxury tax and the second apron and all that kind of stuff. It's just money. All right, but this team is a mess. The pieces don't fit. Too much money in the wrong players. Old superstar you trying to trade? Mm. Would Ja and Green be a good fit? No, don't see it. So something would give. And again, go back to what I said a few minutes ago. I don't believe the Rockets need to make a major trade like that. Just on the fringes. See what this team can do this postseason and continue building. Don't shrink the window for a quick hit, a quick fix. This team, this youth, this young core has a chance to be good, has a chance to be great for a 4 or 5 year stretch. Why mess it up? See, something like this, that's kind of a fringe trade. Trade Cam for Aldama and a first round pick. Something like that. That's not a major deal. Let Cam go to Memphis or go wherever, get his shots, maybe win. Most likely not. Get his shots, get his points. D Skills asks, do I think they extend Fred or does Reed replace him? No, not replacing Reed. Reed is not replacing him. I don't see Reed being here next year either. I see Fred getting a pay cut to remain a Rocket, like half his salary, still make $22 million a year. Boy, that must be nice. I wish I were a little bit taller and had more skills. Mr. Big Texaco, Rockets are balling right now, right of the ship after losing. Yep. Don't sleep on his Rockets. National media not giving us our due respect. Rockets still have flaws and areas they need to improve. Yes. Not too complicated asks, who is the NBA measuring stick for a model championship roster? Boston. It's expensive, but they've won. OKC is getting there, but they got to win the chip. Young, thousands of draft picks, not in the salary cap hell yet. But Boston, I would say. I don't see Reed being here if they decide to make a trade to improve other areas. That's all. I think Reed should be given a chance to come back here next year. But through no fault of his own. I think Cam is gone. Period. But I think Reed is a talented young man. I'm not convinced Reed and Jalen Green is a long-term answer from a backcourt. But let's see, give him a shot. So, give him a shot. As Texaco says, give him the minutes first. Let's see what he can do with more minutes. And more confidence. Better defense. Once he gets stronger, all those things factor into it as well. WK says both Durant and Booker are good players. They would improve talent on paper, but not sure they'd make the team better. Again, I'm no longer in that camp. Rockets should not trade for Kevin Durant. Let somebody else take on KD. Can the Rockets get a first for Cam? Sure. Almost any trade proposal that makes sense that y'all suggest, I'm going to give a pat answer. Because it only takes one general manager to believe in Cam Whitmore. Just like it only took one general manager to say, I'm going to trade Luka for pennies on the dollar. Only takes one. Yeah, sure they can. They can get it first for Cam. Sure. Joseph says, Joseph, you part of the show today too, I think you were. Yeah. Salute to you for doing double duty. Reed and Cam, 14th pick for a large defensive point guard. Who you got in mind there? You got someone in mind? Solo. Always count on Solo for bringing this up. Also, that Suns draft pick is looking good. Yep. WK, do y'all agree with this statement from WK? I know one person who probably doesn't, who's in discussion right now, part of the LTHR family. But WK states, you can argue that Jalen has been better than both Booker and KD this year. He's earned his keep. Y'all agree? J-Mon with this different perspective about Reed's lack of playing time. A man found a way to play as a rookie. He's a defense. That's why Reed's not playing. Reed couldn't beat out Aaron Holiday in the rotation. It's not Ime's fault. Reed's not playing. Defense is not up to Ime standards. So combine that with his not shooting, not letting it fly when he had a chance early in the season. Reed didn't not do himself any favors. Your defense is not up to NBA standards. The reason you were drafted so high is because you're a great shooter. But when you hesitate to shoot, you're hurting yourself and the team. Let's go sit down. Richard Tompkins comes up here. Every time I come here, y'all talking trades. It's part of being a fan. It's also part of being a team that is rolling and kicking behind. There's not much to talk about regarding tonight's Rockets win. The Suns are trash. Rockets are great. I mean, the Suns defense was an embarrassment. What else is there to say? Complicated. Will the Rockets even draft a player? Top 3 pick, I say yes. Outside of that, I say no. And, that'll be the Suns pick. Ooh. Joseph, would Marcus Smart be an answer to your defense first kind of point guard? A big defense, he may have that connection. Samuel says this team is only going to get better over time, like a fine wine. And and I agree with WK here. I do think Cam can be great, just not here. I just don't see him. Not here. Whose minutes is he gonna take? As long as Tari's here, Amin is here, Jalen is here, how many minutes are left for Cam? Honestly. Chosen one, JG earned his keep. However, he is for selling high. Rob Cortez. It's different. I understand where y'all are coming from, but it's part of being a fan. What if scenarios? Rockets are in the playoffs. We don't know who they're going to play matchup wise. So as part of the conversation, you toss out trade proposals. I'm leaning more along this line. Solo. I'm not sure how much Marcus Smart has left in the tank. And that's a lot to give up for guys, I think, washed up. Caleb Love from Arizona, excuse me. To do what? To take whose spot? J-Mon is being consistent with this belief. Jalen's still too inconsistent for him. He's been playing good these last few games, though. Can't wait to see what he does in the playoffs. Agreed. That's where I am. 7 games left in the regular season. I want to see what these young guys do in the playoffs. They've shown the last few games they can make teams pay for their mistakes. And again, let me go back to this stat one more time. Rockets 32-8 in fast break points. 32-8 in fast break points. Phoenix had 19 turnovers. 19 turnovers, and Rockets scored 34 points off of them. They almost scored 2 points for every turnover. Head coaches are glad when it's really a 1-to-1 ratio, if not a little bit more than 1-to-1. That was almost 2-to-1 points off turnovers. Salute to the Rockets, but damn, Phoenix, that's embarrassing. Ooh, man, that is just damn. That's awful, man. H-Town's finest says there is a reason why Reed's mom kept telling him to be strong. Are you kind of touching on that right? Last few minutes. It's up to Reed. He has to get stronger. His defense has to improve. Not expecting him to be Amen Thompson on defense, but do a better job keeping the person he's defending in front of him. Use angles. But more important, he has to do well what he was drafted to do. Shoot that thing. Let it fly. Don't hesitate. Alpi gets the double team. Ball ends up in your hands. Shoot it. Don't wonder, is this a good shot? Should I take this shot? Shoot that stuff. Shoot with confidence. Shoot like you belong in NBA. Shoot like you have the belief in you like Rafael Stone has in you. Or had in you. Joseph says, Caleb Love take the place of starting point guard. No. Don't see that happening. No. Y'all talk about Jalen Green being inconsistent. Caleb Love is the definition of inconsistent. He can be a hell of a 6th, 7th man, though. Be like a microwave. When he gets hot, he's something else. But boy, when he's not, he's also something else. Man. Oh, no. Young fella has ultimate confidence. If Reed Shepherd had Caleb's Love confidence, Reed Shepherd would be a better player. Man. Whoa. Let's see. Richard states, throughout this season, this team and the players y'all have questions about have improved. Jalen has shown playmaking improvement. Agreed. During Fred time out, y'all just got to let the season play out. T.I. talking about hell no to Caleb Love. Don't have enough microwave scores. Caleb Love is not an efficient shooter. No. He's talented. No. Carol Dawson was taking Reed to the hood. I mean, Reed, hey, he needs something. He just has to get his confidence back too. And Amen, the ankle injury when he landed on books. But after I sure thought Amen did a quick jump 3 times and finally get that offense to put back for 2. 3 times while the other dude's on their second jump, Amen's on his third. It was amazing. And then you realize when he stayed prone on the court that he was injured. Something was wrong. But he returned to the game, and his stat line was in Amen Thompson's stat line. 12 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover. He and his brother. Those 2 young men are something else, man. Something else. Boy. Not too complicated. It says Jalen Green is consistently inconsistent. Playoffs will be his birth or death in a Rockets uniform. Couldn't care less about the regular season right now. I'm ready for the playoffs. Yep. T.I. with this one. Right here. UH bias in him, which the team would have picked Shed. I'm dropping that thought, but figure he'd reminisce on it. Edward, how are you doing? Join the conversation, my man. That's an interesting combination. Amen Thompson is going to be a mix of Giannis and Westbrook in their primes. Wow. Yeah, I think Jalen Green has been solid this year. He has improved. He's gotten better. He's gotten better facilitating. For the most part, he's cut down on batch turnovers. He's just really got to do. I wish my thing with him is I want to see him take more free throws and simplify the game and take less difficult shots. We're bouncing around. We're talking about Reed Shepard. We're talking about Jalen Green. We're talking about some of the family doesn't like the other family bringing up trade proposals so much during the discussion right now. A lot of different stuff. H-Town's finest states Golden State or Minnesota will be tough matchups. Agreed. Amit says the two bigs are so successful. Agreed. Next year, maybe we can replace Landale with a better big. I mean, salute to Jock. What was it? He came out of the mothballs. He played well a few games ago. He's a pro. How long does this Jalen Green project last? I mean, again, complicated. I don't know what you want from a young man who's tonight was his 300th game in his NBA career, 4th season, 33 points, 9 for 17 from the floor, 11 for 13 from the foul line in 20-something minutes, 27 minutes. Playing injured, playing through pain, playing through injuries. That seemed pretty good to me. Let's see what he does tomorrow. Jalen Green is not the Rockets' problem. So, but I'm ready for the playoffs because I want to see what Jalen does, Jabari does, Amin, Alp. I want to see all of how the youngsters respond to the bright lights, the slower pace, the physicality, the refs calling things, all that kind of just strange stuff that you haven't experienced during the regular season because playoff basketball is different. I understand it. Fred, Dylan, Uncle Jeff, Ime, the coaches, they can all tell the youngsters. Playoff basketball is this. You got to pay attention to details. Tell them all the right things. All the things vets should tell youngsters. But until they go through it and experience it for themselves, it's all a learning process. That's what I want to see them do. I'm looking forward to that. And I agree with this from Solo. Jalen's first 2 years were trash. His learning was stunted his first 2 years. And I'd really say the same thing. I mean, I know Cade only played 12 games, one of those two. Same for him. Structure, good coaches, good system, strong culture of winning and accountability. That is also part of what helps young players get better. He's doing that. He has done that. Oh, I just had June's statement here. June, how are you doing? Good to see you as well. Jalen is an all-around player, getting there, much better defensively than he used to be. Imagine he's the sixth youngest player in the NBA with 6,000 points, 1,200 rebounds, 1,000 assists, behind LeBron. Look at that, and Kobe, McGrady, Doncic. As Richard states, similar to Solo, let's be real. Them solid seasons shouldn't count. Alas, they do, though. They do. Part of the process, part of getting some draft picks out of it. But the growth was stunted. That's for damn sure. CA37, how are you doing? Given what I know now, would I have taken someone else besides Reed? Well, yeah, y'all know I would not have taken Reed with the third pick. I'm not sure who I had in mind. I don't remember who I had in mind with the Rockets for the Rockets at 3, but it wasn't Reed Shepherd. I know that. And that's not a knock on Reed. I just don't think he's a fit for the Rockets. And I know he's a shooter, supposedly, who doesn't shoot his first year. But for me, my mind for Ime with that pick, I was leaning more towards, I want to say someone like Stephon Castle, somebody like that. Guy who defends and could become better offensively. With some height, versatility, all those kind of things. It wasn't Reed Shepherd. So Jamon's a good point here. Ime did have vets like Fred. Yep. T.I. says it could be worse. Could be the Hornets. At least the Hornets are injured, but at least they have draft picks now. Now they need to do something good with them. All right. Complicated, giving some more explanation for his criticism of Jalen Green. He's a two-way player. Offense, defense, he thinks Jalen is soft. I think Jalen's gotten better defensively. And I would not talk. I don't agree with you tossing Cooper Flag in there because he hasn't played in the NBA yet. I mean, hell, Cooper should be a senior in high school, honestly, but he's so talented and doing so well. He has 1 year at Duke. I'm looking forward to how he does against Houston on Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing what Houston does against him on Saturday. Should be a great matchup. Just one game. It's not a series. Cooper Flag could have an awful game Saturday. Just shooting. It's off night. It's not so much Houston great defense. He could just have an off night shooting. He will still be the first pick in the draft, regardless. But I'm looking forward to the competition and how he handles Houston's defense, the physicality, the style of play, the slow down pace. Duke's going to try to play a fast pace while Houston's going to try to play slow. But if that Suns pick is top 3, Rockets are keeping that pick. Should keep that pick, in my opinion. WK, Silas was a placeholder his entire duration with the Rockets. Silas was hired to listen to James Harden, and then James bailed on him. I mean, that's part of it too. All right, let's see. Joseph says, Dalton Connect would be a better pick. Would have been a better pick than Reed. He's probably a little bit more of an email player, a little bit of the two. Terry, how are you doing? Chiming in from New Zealand. 1 win away from Terry and his Rockets will win at least 50 games this season. Coming true. Rockets' first crack at getting win number 50 will be Monday night against Los Lakers. And we'll do another Let's Talk Houston Rockets after that game. Ooh, what time is that game? That's a late one, boy. I'm getting old. Oh, by the way, I don't know if Solo, you haven't said anything, my friend. 9 o'clock on TNT. Tomorrow's game, Rockets at Lakers, 9 o'clock on TNT. But no one has mentioned, because it's, kind of late night with KG, after dark edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. No one has said cheers with your favorite beverage. I know it's, maybe Monday, getting close to going to work in the morning, but, just toss it out there. All right, everybody. Going to wrap it up right there, because we're going to do it again in a few hours, talking Rockets Lakers. Looking forward to that matchup. We'll see if Amin Thompson's aggravating his left ankle tonight against the Suns will be a problem and keep him from playing against the Lakers or not. Maybe he will play. I think Tari will play Monday. So I'm looking forward to the Rockets. Again, first chance at getting win number 50 for the Rockets. Tari is expected to play Monday. Looking forward to the matchup. Rockets going for win number 50. Second seed in the West. Wow. Impressive. I don't know about that. I used, because ankle injuries, especially for someone who's injured it once, it could swell up on him tonight. It could be a problem traveling. And I mean, they don't need him to play tomorrow if he's not 100%. Dylan is at 15 texts. One more to go for an NBA mandated 1-game suspension. He's got 15 technical fouls on him now. One more to go. So is it 2? Because you got 15. 16 is the first one, right? But anyway, we're going to do it again, everybody. It's always fun talking Rockets with you guys. We tossed in some Coug talk as well. Appreciate everybody who participated in both shows today. The Let's Rage Coug show earlier, and then doing the Let's Talk Houston Rockets. DRX, you part of the Coug show today too. So salute to you as well. A lot of y'all doing it. Appreciate that. So tell your friends about the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Andy, Final Four week. A lot of hoops this week on this channel, on Pod Slamma Jamma as well on YouTube. Pod, P-A-W-D, Slamma Jamma. So I'm wrapping it up. Join me tomorrow night, or in Terry's case, tomorrow morning, because he's in New Zealand, or our relative who was on the bus today, in the Philippines. Outstanding. Philippines, New Zealand. That's great. I love this. So wrapping it up. Spread the word. Tell a friend about this show. Bring them to the discussion. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Isaiah Stewart got his 16th tee. That skirmish, that scuffle. I think Detroit going to have some more players out for their game against OKC on Wednesday, whatever. Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it is. Marcus Sasser got tossed too, defending their teammates. But final score, one more time. The Houston Rockets, a lot. And that a lot is 148 to the Suns, little, 109. 148, a lot to a little, 148, 109. Win number 49 for your Houston Rockets. That'll do it for this edition of Let's Talk Houston Rockets. Spread the word. Click on that bell. Subscribe to the Houston Roundball Review YouTube channel. Till Monday night, we're going to do it again. But wrapping it up, y'all know how it goes. since 1994. The Houston Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. Y'all take care.
Game over.